Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we review the English Premier League game between Newcastle and Arsenal from St. James Park, Newcastle for a lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. A chance for Arsenal to get back on Newcastle after a controversial loss at St. James's last time around. A win at St. James Park will be a step forward for Arsenal's Premier League title chances. Newcastle have taken points off Manchester City and Liverpool. A win at home for Newcastle will make them a strong contender with top four chances. Team news for Newcastle: Eddie Howe makes three changes. Will follow a 4-3-3 formation with Nick Pope on goal. Livermento, Shaw, Danburn, Hall as the back four. Longstaff comes in. He partners Guimaraes and Willock as the midfield three, with Anthony Gordon, Isaac, and Joelinton as the front three. For Arsenal, Mikel Arteta makes one change. Will go ahead with a 4-2-3-1 formation today with David Raya on goal. Julian Timber, Gabriel, William Saliba, and the makeshift right back Thomas Partey is there as well. Declan Rice, Mikel Merino as the midfield two with Bukayo Saka, Martinelli and Trossard as the front midfield three with Kai Havertz as the striker. Let's look at the overall summary of the game. First half, match started with a battle in the midfield. Both sides looked to stake their claim in the midfield. Newcastle sat in the formation very nicely early on. They moved forward very well. Good combination, coordination with the offensive players there. Longstaff, Guimaraes and Willock played very close, did not allow Arsenal to control the midfield. They combined very well with the front three during attacks early on. Julian Timber slotted himself in the midfield for Arsenal, made more bodies in the midfield, supporting Declan Rice and Merino there. 12th minute, Alexander Isak comes with a wonderful header. Anthony Gordon with the assist, a classic cross delivered right between defenders for Isak to glance it past David Raya for his first goal and Newcastle first of the day. Newcastle played with plenty of purpose. Their captain Bruno Guimaraes led their charge forward and while defending in the midfield. 20 minutes of the first half, Newcastle looked more comfortable. Arsenal unable to boss the game like they would have liked. Down a goal, yet to register a shot on goal in the first half. Arsenal had good joy in shifting the ball from right to left flanks, not fast enough to trouble Newcastle and Nick Pope on goal. Good tight close game between Martinelli and Livermento on the left side, Saka and Hall on the right side of the pitch. Arsenal grew into the game. Last 20 minutes, Arsenal had more than 20 touches in the Newcastle box, however unable to find that quality in the last quarter. Arsenal tried to have more impact, move players in the wide area and in the midfield, with Merino going wide, Partey coming into the midfield, Rice stayed back as well. They're unable to break the Newcastle setup there and in the first half. Well, first half was more of strength in the midfield. Newcastle stood strong. They did not allow Arsenal to control and dominate the game. Newcastle played to their strength. Isaac got their key important goal. They have a deserved lead in the first half. They made the right move, sat very tight. They worked great and defensively they were really good today against Arsenal in the first half. Arsenal and Mikel Arteta will be disappointed. They lacked quality in the last quarter, unable to dominate the game. Second half, no changes made on both sides. For Arsenal, Thomas Partey and Declan Rice now sat in front of the defensive three when attacking, with Merino supporting ahead, having more bodies pushing forward, more pressure on the Newcastle defense. Newcastle sat with midfield five, played very close. Joelinton, Anthony Gordon and Willock played closer when defending, not letting Arsenal dominate the midfield. Very good game management from Newcastle coaching staff there. Very good game of football with two teams using tactics to dominate the game. Their work rate, commitment has been excellent to watch. Fans in St. James's Park and others watching elsewhere are thoroughly entertained. Newcastle played a very good game of football. They've been excellent to watch there, from being a defensive unit to counter-attacking on the other end. Home side have very well as a unit. Arsenal made two changes. Timber moving as a right back. Zinchenko comes in, he moves into the left back. Neveri played on the left side as well. Newcastle also made changes. Tonali comes in for Willock. Thomas Partey played with so much confidence in holding the midfield role. He sat in front of the back four. Declan Rice moved forward. They looked a different unit with this tactical change. Ben White and Jesus comes on for Arsenal. More changes. 70th minute, it is still Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. Arsenal unable to try Nick Pope on the Newcastle goal. They have not been able to break the Newcastle defense, take attempts on goal. It's not been easy at all for Arsenal today. Newcastle sat very well defensively in their shape while defending 4-5-1. Last quarter of the game, Arsenal had a lot of pressure on the ball, very good ball possession. They tried to penetrate Newcastle defense. Anthony Gordon and Joelinton for Newcastle were excellent, full of energy, so much commitment, lot of offensive and defensive work rate there for the Newcastle wingers. They did not allow Arsenal any easy ball or route to the Newcastle goal. The game ended with Arsenal not even having a shot on goal in the second half. They lacked the belief, the quality with Newcastle's organisation there. Well, back-to-back away defeats for Arsenal, something they did not have in the 2023 season. A worrying defeat for Arsenal and for Mikel Arteta. They could be 8 points behind Manchester City at the top, with City playing later today. A big gap at this stage of the season. Eddie Howe victorious. The organisation, the setup of Newcastle today was very good. They did their job as a unit and deserved the goal for the game and all the 3 points. Newcastle sit on 8th place with 15 from 10 games. Arsenal are third with 18 points there. Well, that's it from my side. Please provide your comments, like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such reviews. Until next time, take care.